So you see the symbols. I can explain that real quick. If I move a square then a river, then you must move a river and then something else. And then whatever that something else is, say a plus, then I must move a plus and then I get to choose, say a circle. And then you must move a
So
circle.
it's just and so for the first one, you just do whatever two.
Correct, but it's only one move for the first one. I'll just make one move.
Okay.
The game is won when a player advances one of their pieces. We skipped a few things. If a player can't move, that move is skipped. And so you can also jump on top of people.
So only if you're of both own and opposing.
They move one space orthogonally, forward, backwards, left, and right. They can cover, which means jump on top of pieces of their own or opposing color. The game is won. So if you can't move, so like if it's jumped on, the person who's on top is the one that is on top, but you can move off, and then that's whoever's on top. But if you can't move, then that move is skipped. So if I have a circle underneath and you move a circle, and I'm forced to move a circle, then that move is just skipped. The game is won when a player advances one of their pieces off the opposing edge. So it's into the little like. It's not the final space. It's then one more space. So we'll go into that home rank where we are right now, and
so like basically to the arrow.
Yeah, it moves off in that little like cubby area.
Yeah.
The final move is
So
a long
the
rectangular space at the top.
pieces do anything differently?
They all move the same way. You also could win if you have covered all of your opponent's pieces. That seems pretty unlikely, but I don't know. I haven't played enough to know something right now. All right.
Yeah, let's do it. I think I have a decent understanding.
I think you'll understand the moves before we meet each other in the middle, or meet each other somewhere. And you only move one square orthogonally. So you're going to be forced to move the square first, and then you get a choice to move one of the others. I don't think it could be the square again. It has to be two different ones.
You must make a free. I'm so used to there being a confirm. All right, so now
It's not that bad for. It's not that bad
I
for
was
this
also
one.
confused. Yeah. Okay, and then because the circle, or no, the square is on top of that one, only the square, and it says 2 to indicate that there's one.
Yeah.
So can there be multiple?
Yes,
Wow, I can buy.
you could, but you only move the top. You don't move it as a group.
Yeah.
So you just move the top one off. Now you can choose any other ones. I guess any of the three. There may be a set confirm move in the top right type of thing.
Let me look at the options. There's an undo. No, I mean yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. I mean, once you learn that, then it's okay.
It's either strategy tips down here. This page has not been found.
Wait, so I covered the star, so I only get one move this time.
Yeah, so that move skip. So you'll probably want to move the square off. That would make, because then I'll just continue moving the star until.
Right.
So our circles are on the same spot. That's interesting. Now you have that. So I think we got the hang of it. I mean, we'll meet up at some point or start to
I
like.
think so.
We'll want to, because kind of covering is. Uh,
All right, Travis, listen to this. What if you took this game and then somehow fed the inputs into a synth, like a
yeah, you said it looked like a synthesizer.
patching? Yeah. So what if for each move that someone made, you made that like correspond to a different setting or some shit, and then in the background you're just playing this ambient.
I mean,
You know,
no, I mean
that's
that is
crazy.
how things. A lot of pieces have been made. I've seen.
A lot of
It's
what
more.
pieces,
Uh,
like
um,
generative, right?
yeah. It's more just you're still defining like what it gets. Uh, yeah, those pass, and if those are interesting changes or not, or like if they make sense. I mean, obviously, because they could be pretty random and the. So we've thought about that with chess for a bit, of like different squares. Yeah.
That's called like generative, right?
You can make a generative patch, yeah. And then, I mean, if you thought about it as modular things, have you seen? You could definitely make it where a move plugged or unplugged a patch or something, or unplugged a cable type of thing, a patch cable or CV, or changed a value,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah. I mean, just setting those parameters and still making them. A lot. I mean, part of it would be making them in ranges of music that like made sense and putting them in scales and holding the tones for a certain amount of time. Because that was one of the ones. Because one of the first ideas with the chessboard was just like when you play on the square, it like holds a pitch, but then it was just holding what like 32 pitches for when the board was full, and it's still. I mean, even holding that many pitches, if it's not like all on the same chord, you only have so many octaves and so many. But then, yeah, moving to different squares and making it'll make the chord or something. Yeah, it just doesn't sound good at a point, or like. Yeah.
You lost me. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I see what you're saying. It's gonna sound terrible and simple. I guess you could do it simpler to where, like, say you put a different uh, track on each of the five columns,
Well, yeah, I think
and then
ambient is pretty
as they
easily.
moved along, it would mix two different like effects on each track.
So there are matrix thing. I'm trying to think of how to explain this. River. I'm gonna go for it. Might as well be bold.
Good luck.
Um, there are matrix things where you plug. I mean, it was almost. I think it's almost like a grid of like probably 64, a 64 grid, 8 and 8. Yeah, right, 8 different inputs and 8 different effects, and then you could have a matrix of which effects you wanted them to go to or sends you wanted them to go to.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, a lot of stuff like that is more in the coding stuff rather than in the just synth stuff, and it's you just add a synth sound at the end because it's just the. But so something we had at college was there was um, if you walked between pillars, there's just a laser like trip thing. It would play a randomly like really short like a mallet hit or something like that, and I got to contribute to like the bank of those. But it's just different instruments with just really short or held out notes. Huh. I wonder. I wish you could kind of see what was under them at some point.
That's pretty stupid. But you can tell, you can deduce it pretty quickly, right? Like it's my plus and
Yeah,
then
yeah. Uh,
your squiggle.
but they say like, because I just saw that you moved on top of yours. I was thinking, well, what if
Oh
it could
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it could be hard to
Okay,
remember
so
like what if mine was underneath there.
no, no, you're completely right. Under mine is this my circle, under the square, your black square, and then under because it tells you the order, doesn't it?
Oh, so I only can do one right
No,
now.
it doesn't tell you the starting order. That's silly.
So you said I'm pretty sure it can just continue stacking. So like,
Yeah.
oh damn, you're close, aren't you?
Yes. I felt because you can now just go on top of me.
I have to, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but which piece will you use?
I probably should have used the circle. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Damn it. I had one on
Oh boy.
Yeah, I wish I knew what was under. What
I
is
think
it?
it's my
Is it yours?
circle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that's where it started. That line is where it started off.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I shouldn't have gone. I should have went over top of your square.
I was wondering about that. I was. I was thinking you had.
Just missed it. You know.
So I have to do that. I think. Oh, I have to move it. So I still need one more move. But then I'm ahead of. Yeah, obviously I'm ahead right now.
I don't think there's any way I can get another piece there.
Well, I'm on top of that. The the one in the middle. I forgot what it is. Your square maybe. Is it your square?
Cross.
No,
No,
you're.
no. Yeah, it's the cross.
Oh, it's my cross. But I'm
No,
on
no,
top of
no,
your.
no, up there. Yeah, it's my circle. Or no, no.
I think it's
My
your square.
my square. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was. Well, yeah. If you move your cross and I have to get off. Yeah, that was one of the things. See, a lot of times you're like that one. I was forced to jump off of you, so I was wondering because you're pretty close. Whereas, yeah, very interesting game.
It is.
And more complex than I would originally think.
GG.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, very good.
Should we do it?